that didn't happen. But it's been a crazy year so far. So let's just go through what happened. But I could just make another talking head video where I'm just talking to you and telling what happened. But instead, I thought since I have a bunch of stuff to do today, why not I do that while I'm telling you what I'm doing? So today, I'll be building a PC. Finally, after everything I've been through, I finally got the time and money, I think more money than time, to build a PC of my own. And all the parts came in a few days ago, but I was waiting just to record this one video. And I think this will be the first video of 2025. So I need a knife and I'll get it real quick. I have watched a bunch of videos on how to do this. I might still mess up, but okay, let's just open the case first. We had to cut away because that was taking way too long to open the box. But now that that's done and everything else is out, because I don't want to be stuck opening boxes for the rest of the video. Let's go to what was I doing 2024? I did promise a lot in the last video. I did say I will make a bunch of videos, and as you can see the channel, I did not. So what was I doing? 2024 was a mixed... I still can't open this box. 2024 was a mixed year so far. I kind of finished my masters. I say kind of because it's still a bit in the confusing area where the university still wants me to do some stuff and I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it by the end of this year or by the end of next semester. So I was doing that. I got an internship and I got a job. So a bunch of updates career-wise, and a lot of other things happened too. I worked on some startup stuff that didn't end up converting, so no progress on that. I started working on a new project. And I don't know if you've been keeping track of Byte Banter, but Byte Banter is doing really well. We're getting viewers, we met new people in Byte Banter. Look at this case, isn't it so pretty? Ah. Okay, let me take this out without breaking it. This is really pretty. I think I might have gone a bit overkill and the case might be bigger than what I need, but I think it's better to go bigger than smaller. That's what she said. Ow. Damn, this is actually heavy. No wonder it cost me a fortune. To be fair, I didn't get a very expensive one. I got a mid-tier one. It has a bunch of I/O in the front. It has a glass panel, and it just looks pretty in general. Let me take this out. Okay. I might need to open some screws, so let me get my screwdriver set. Don't ask me why I have a big screwdriver set, given that I don't really use it ever, but it's a nice to have, so let's go on it. I just opened this for now. I know I won't be requiring it, so let's move on to the motherboard. For motherboard, I went ahead with the MSI B650M. I don't know much about it, I just know that it's good. And it's a micro ATX motherboard, so it's not that big. And it looks really pretty. I should be using this as my building station so that I avoid any kind of static. So let's keep this here gently. From what I read, I'm not supposed to be touching anything on the top, so I'm not doing that. Look at this, how pretty is this? This thing glows as well, so let's start with the CPU. For the CPU, I went with the Ryzen 7 7700X, I think. I wanted to go for an 8700X, but that was out of stock everywhere. So I had to settle for this, which is not a bad CPU on its own, but it's not an 8700X. So let's go with this. Manual, I don't need that. If I remember it correctly, I should not be touching the underside of this thing because it has a lot of pins which I should not be touching, and I just look at this. So first of all, I'm supposed to open this up, which is as simple as this. You pull this up, and now I'm supposed to look for a triangle, which as you can see is over there, and the triangle on this is over there as well. So all I'm supposed to do is gently place this into its position, gently, and just check if it's proper. And if it is in, I'm supposed to pull this back in, and ooh, this feels very hard. Right. Okay, there we go. We have our motherboard in the CPU. What? Motherboard in the CPU. Cool. What did I say? We have our CPU in our motherboard. Okay, next in line are the RAMs. I went with two 16 gigs DDR5s sticks from Corsair as well. So I'll be having 32 gigs, which should be enough for now. And if I ever have to upgrade, I can always replace them in the future. The 32 gigs should be good enough for me. And there we go. Looks like this. We take it out. So I'm not sure which side is straight, but just based on the law of how things look pretty, I'm guessing this is the way this goes in. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I think. So I'm supposed to open the pins. Oh, just from one side, okay. Let me try to put it in. Okay, it went in, and okay, there we go. The first one's in, and we put the second thing in as well. Ooh. Ooh. It's not clicking for some reason. It's supposed to make a satisfying click sound. Okay, it's in. I don't know. Okay, it's in though. So we have a motherboard, a CPU, our RAM. Next in line is the NVMe drive. For the NVMe drive, we went with 2 terabytes of Sony, not Sony, WD. I don't know the specs about this, but it's 2 TB. It's supposed to be fast. Should be good enough for now. I have another 1 terabyte drive in my previous laptop, which I'll be replacing and adding here as well. If it actually has 2 NVMe slots, which I'm realizing it does not. So okay, I just have one of them. Okay. We open this and let's try to get the screw for this base. Let me put this in, and I guess that's how it works. Let me take this off first. Okay, so from what I remember, this should go in, and I'm guessing in this direction. Yep. It goes in like this. It comes down like this. Try to get it in. Okay, I think this should do the trick. Okay, so this is in. I saw that this had thermal paste, which would be useful. So I guess I just pull this off like this, and I should be able to, in theory, screw this in. There we go. Okay, cool. What's next? We have that in. What is this for? I'm not exactly sure, but I don't want to open it, so let it be. Let's go to the fan, the cooler. For the cooler, we went with the Deepcool AK400. It's supposed to work with AM4 and AM5 motherboards. We have an AM5 motherboard, so should be fine. Good news, it has this. Bad news, I don't see how I put it in. So I'm guessing I need to take off these bits, unless I can figure out how to use these. Did it not come with a manual? Oh, there's a manual. Okay. For the fan, you're saying a bunch of stuff that I don't really understand. I have this thing, which I suppose is supposed to go over this. Too big. It says Intel, or is it supposed to go with this? Okay, this seems more plausible. Like this maybe? I'm not sure. I just know that this is supposed to go on that somehow. Look, you say that this is here. It's looking somewhere. I apply thermal paste. Does it already have thermal paste? I think it does, so I don't need to apply thermal paste on top of it. But how do I do this? I need some help. Maybe I have to take out the brackets. I'm just guessing. Could be not what I need to do. And we're back. So I looked up a video, and it's actually very funny. I need to take this thing off. I need to take this thing off. Ew, it's very hard. Just come on. Okay. Once this is off, I need to take this motherboard, flip it around, and screw things in from the other end. However, I just noticed something, and it doesn't really have the holes for it. Wait a second. Maybe I still don't have the answer.
Flashback.
Manual, I don't need that.
End of flashback.
I put in the eyes, Which one is the I? I is this one. Oh, okay, this one. So this is the I. Supposed to plug these guys in, not those guys. So get this, take these off, put them on somehow. Okay, these just go in, cool. Okay, what's next? I've got I. Then I'm gonna put the J on the D. And what was the D? D was this thing. Okay, so you asking me, put this on here somehow. How though? How are we aligning? Wait a second, does this align? It doesn't. What am I doing wrong? I removed the brackets, like you said, here. So if I place it exactly like you, this was like this, those are gone. Then you moved it like this for some reason. Okay, let me follow your instructions. Put that back on. All good. So all good. And now, according to you, I should be able to put this on like this. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Although I can't plug that in exactly straight, I can plug it in like this. That's just bad design. Come on, who's gonna think of this? I would have not in 100 lives figured this out without the instruction. So it's not completely in, but it's going to be in because we will be screwing it in from all 4 directions. Done with that, I have to put this on and just turn these things. Okay. As you can see, it already has a thermal paste, so I don't need the thermal paste which I bought, but it's fine. I don't want to be cleaning that off. Let's try to do this swiftly without making a lot of mess. Let's see. So, now that we have it in. Oh, okay. You just need to stretch this a bit. And there we have the fans on the thing. Maybe I should have had it a bit higher. Adjust that. Yep, somewhere here. Pull this, and there we have it. And we take this wire and we plug this in here. So I think this is the correct direction, so we put it in like this. I want to cable manage it a bit, so let me just try doing bits and pieces of it already, so I don't have to worry much about it later on. Okay, there we have our fans on. I think now is a good time to put it inside the case. In a way, what's the right setup? We need to have the IO shield facing outside. Okay, before that, let's just fix the IO shield. So let's get this, open it, and let's have it fixed. So from what I read, we should have it outside with these things pointing the correct way up. And the correct way up is this. So this should be in here. Like, there we go. Okay, back to the motherboard. This goes in. And I need to ensure that these are placed properly facing outside. Yeah, I guess I did the trick. Okay, oops, I hit the camera. Never mind. Okay, I'm back here. So let's go to the power supply next. The power supply, from what I know, should be going in this section. Hope that didn't break the table. For some reason, this is a glass top table. Okay, power supply. There it is. So we went with an 850 watt Corsair gold rated power supply because I didn't want to cheap out on a power supply. Also, I think my wattage draw for the entire setup is like 450 watts, but I just wanted to be safer, so I went with 850. So if I ever upgrade something in the future, I don't need to worry about the power supply. And this power supply would still work for any upcoming updates. Let's keep this aside as well. And let's get to our power supply. This is a chunky beast as well. Didn't really know that PC parts were this heavy. Corsair, so for some reason we're supposed to put it in this way. So I'm gonna do that, and there we have it. One in. I have a few more. It's properly. Okay. Two in. Let's try to plug in a few more. Screw in a few more. Okay. We have our power supply down there. Where do I? Was I supposed to plug in the cable before I put it in? Fudge. I think I was. I have to remove the power supply. I was supposed to plug it in first. And that's what happens when you build a PC for the first time. You make mistakes. But you don't give up. You keep trying because you spend a fortune on this shit. And you don't wanna give up so soon. Okay. So, plugging it in. We have a bunch of stuff that we need to plug in. So I saw the word CPU on this, and fudge, but what if it's supposed to go CPU there and not here? However, I see 8 pins, pretty sure that goes in. So I'm just putting it in. I don't care anymore. This, I am pretty sure should be for the, oh, it is for the motherboard. Okay, I found it. So it goes in like this. These guys go here and this guy goes here. Okay, cool. Let's just go to the graphics card first and think about this in a while. The GeForce RTX 4070 Super. There we have it. Can't believe that this is so expensive, but it looks really fancy. Okay. We need to take this off eventually. We'll do that later. Okay, this one. So I need a cable. I think this goes in. Yes, this goes in here. Okay, I heard the click. Should be good. This comes here. A little scared, but hopefully nothing goes wrong. You plug that in, push this down, and I think, yeah, we're good to go. And we have our motherboard with the GPU, CPU, cooler, RAM, SSD, and everything in already, so good to go. This is our I/O. Looks good, cool. Now let's go back to plugging stuff. Since I know I need those, let's plug them in now. So I will need this. You go in here. Need one more of you. Alright, cool. So I think our PC is ready. So that's gonna be there. I gotta pass these cables to the front. Let's go in from here. Let's try to cable manage this. Okay. For now, just plug these guys. So we'll just try it out with these guys. Keep it straight and we'll put this over one more time. Okay, this is tiring. Okay, this one is supposed to go into this, like this. I hope. Okay, I think it's in. And these two, I'm guessing, go into this one. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. I think I just need to be a bit more firm. Oh yeah, I just needed to be a bit more confident about myself. Cool. Turn it in. And let's plug. Hopefully I'm not breaking anything. I don't think it's in properly though. I think it needs to go deeper. I'm worried if I'm doing the wrong thing. I don't expect it to hurt this much. But shapes don't lie. Okay, cool. I think that is it for this. And now let's plug in the cables that are coming from the case itself. So we have the power switch, reset switch, power LED plus, power LED minus. Power LED plus and minus. Let's get the minus in first. So I already plugged in most of the cable except this one cable. I just realized that my motherboard does not have a front USB-C port, and I paid extra for this case to have the front USB-C port, so that's forever. I might get a converter in the future to convert one of the existing pins to this, but for now we'll go on with this. And I also just realized that this was not supposed to go here, so let me just take this out. Hopefully I did not break anything trying to push it in. This was the correct one because we tried it right now and it just slipped in like butter. This one slides in first, and this one joins it. There we go. See? No need of so much pressure. Ow! Again. Okay, I don't give a shit anymore. I think this should be working now. So let's take it over there and let's try to run it. And hopefully it works. If it doesn't, I'm ready to kill myself. Oh, it's heavy. Keep it on this. HDMI graphics card. One thing's missing, and that is I need to plug in a keyboard and mouse. So, okay, let's just unbox another thing. We also have a mouse that I just bought for this unboxing, which would have been a grander reveal if I wasn't so tired and I would have waited for the setup to be complete, but I really can't wait anymore. It's the HyperX Haste 2. It's supposed to be light, gaming friendly. It is very light. I can't tell you how light it is. It feels fake-ishly light. But I really like this shape. I tested out a bunch of shapes and I really ended up liking this one. Came with this. How do I open this? I just lift it up. They did not give a battery. Every household does. Just take out the battery from the remote. AC remote, because who the hell uses an AC, right? I've plugged that in. And time for the grand reveal. Let's see if it's gonna turn on. Wait. Can you turn that on? Okay. Let's try it now. It's turning on. I see the fans are on. I see that fan's on. This fan is... I'm not sure if this fan is spinning, but I would like to assume it is. I see something happening on the monitor here, which is the monitor it's plugged into. So hopefully it is turning on. It's pretty quiet, to be honest. I was not expecting it to be this quiet. Okay, nothing really happened. So, I see a red light and a yellow light glow. So that could mean maybe something's unplugged. Oh, the fan's on the GPU running as well. So not really sure. What am I missing? Okay, let me troubleshoot this and be back.
One eternity later.
Started at 4:06 p.m. Still trying to fix this shit. Got Darshil here with me.
The next day.
Now we're here trying it out with a different motherboard, a different CPU, and it worked.
5 minutes later.
Ended up going and changing the motherboard from JIB, which props to them, really good service. They changed it, no questions asked. And I've set it up again now, and it's time to boot it again. Please turn off. Why is it not turning off? Okay, it turned off. Okay, now if everything goes right, I should start seeing some input on the screen. HDMI input. I see it. I see it. Finally. And it should, in theory, take me there. Let's go. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so this is gonna take a while. While this takes time, this has been the PC build video. I will cut to a montage of having built the entire thing, but that is how 2024 was in a nutshell. A lot of things which seemed easy were not easy. A lot of things which seemed hard were easy, but we got through it. Kept fighting, and see you 2026. So as part of the setup, I was just clearing up this thing and replacing the caps key and the escape key. And I saw how dirty the insides of the keyboard were. And I just remembered that I had bought this thing from Temu, so I wanted to try it out. but it's literally easy. It does nothing. Literally